Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, people, welcome back to Team Kop-Ish. You know what time is? It's the World Cup review show. It's your boy, Man Like Matt. I'm your host for this evening or this morning or this afternoon, whenever you decide to watch this video. But yes, people, make sure you smash that like button. And not only that as well, people, make sure you subscribe as well. You know, there's a few of you that haven't even subscribed to us and you're watching our content. So please just smash that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, please, because it does really help the channel and it really helps contribute. But listen, people, it's the World Cup, man. And when I say to you, I got the good day today, man. What some of the games today, crazy. One game in particular, shall I say? There's only one place to start, people. You know what time it is. It was the game of the day. The shock of the World Cup is what the biggest shock in World Cup history. Argentina versus Saudi Arabia. If you didn't watch this game, you go and watch it now. In fact, watch this, then go and watch it. The game was absolutely crazy. And you never guess what, people? Saudi Arabia pulled off the biggest upset in World Cup history by beating Argentina 2-1. That's right. Saudi Arabia beat Argentina 2-1. Crazy, huh? Listen, it all started off well for Argentina, getting their goal. Messi scored a penalty. And the thing is, Argentina, if I'm not mistaken, could have went 2-0 up because I think as Lautaro Martinez got played through, and then he dinked the goalkeeper with a little chip, but that goal got ruled offside. But then Saudi Arabia, the way they was even playing, like they were. When I think about Saudi Arabia, where they're playing people, they weren't scared of Argentina. They were being aggressive. They were being more aggressive than Argentina. Argentina kind of looked a little bit out of sorts. Their passage of play didn't look great. The first goal from Saudi Arabia was actually kind of a basic goal. It was a through ball. I think the Argentine centre back, I remember it was, I'm trying to think if it was Romero or Otamendi, but it was a little bit labouring. And then the guy just slots it past Martinez. Like it was an easy finish. But then you're thinking, nah, surely like Argentina, like they're gonna respond, right? No, it was all Saudi Arabia. When I say all Saudi Arabia, let me be clear actually. Saudi Arabia, if I'm not mistaken, had 2 shots or 3 shots in the whole game, and they scored 2 goals. The second goal now, I'm not going to lie, oh my days, the second goal was disgusting. Like, bruh, you see the second goal? I think there was a corner, and then I think it fell back to somebody. Then they played it in, no, that's it, and then it ricocheted into the air. And then the attacker, I'm trying to remember his name. I think it's I don't even want to butcher it, but I think his name's Al-Dawsari. I think that's how you pronounce it. The technical ability to bring it down, dribble round, I think it was 2-man control, and then bend it into the far corner. I can't lie to you, the goal was something special. It really was, and Saudi Arabia actually deserved it. Argentina, yes, they were huffing and puffing, but it was all in front of Saudi Arabia. There was even parts when Saudi Arabia was kind of like playing I won't say a high line, but they weren't playing the deepest low block that you've ever seen. They weren't scared of Argentina, and I can't lie to you. Lionel Messi, he played well, he played decent, but the rest of Argentina, I mean, they're one of the favorites to win this thing. And this is the biggest upset in World Cup history. Make no mistake about it. People call him the GOAT. I'm not going to lie to you. He scored a pen, but you would have thought Saudi Arabia, Argentina, this should be a game that they should be thinking, do you know what? We should be getting 3 points here. It wasn't to be. And you know what? Congratulations to Saudi Arabia because no one probably gave them a chance. And if they were, there's very, very few that gave them a chance. So big up Saudi Arabia, man. They've done their thing. Argentina, let's see what they do for the next game because this guy here is going to want to have... He's probably got a lot of questions for his teammates. A lot. Because as great as Messi is even at his age, he does need some help. And I think tournament major tournament after major tournament for Argentina, Messi normally does his bit. He just needs his, his comrades to help him out. But yeah, man, to the next game, it was Denmark versus Tunisia. And you want to know something? This game finished 0-0. It wasn't the most exciting game, but it did have moments like when I thought Denmark was going to score, where they hit the post. As you can see right there, the defender should have scored. He should have scored. He should have buried that. Denmark put a lot of pressure in this game. But to be fair to Tunisia, they had their chances as well, though, because if I'm not mistaken, Tunisia, I think they one of their strikers was one-on-one with Schmeichel, and he pulled out a world-class save. Sorry, Schmeichel put out one of the saves of the tournament so far. It was kind of back and forth that game. I think Tunisia started off better, and then Denmark got better as the game went on. And if I'm not mistaken as well, Eriksson nearly scored as well with a good shot of his left foot as well. So fair play to that game. That game did finish 0-0. It wasn't the most exciting game of the day, but yeah, there's a lot more to come from both of those teams. And I'm expecting Denmark to get better because even though I think Tunisia, when you actually deep it, potentially could have won the game, I'm expecting Denmark to go up a level. So that let's see what happens there. But let's go into more drama. More drama. This guy here, oh my goodness, Lewandowski. I didn't know this, yeah. Lewandowski, up until today's game, hadn't scored in a World Cup at all. He hasn't scored. That shocked me. So when they said that stat today, I was like, you know what? He's definitely going to score. Mexico are a good team, but I'm expecting Lewandowski to do his thing, innit? I'm going to be honest, though. When I watched that game, Mexico pretty much dominated the whole game. There was one part of the game where where Poland, I thought were going to open a scoring. For the whole time that Poland were playing, they were very subdued, a bit laid back, weren't really putting pressure on the ball. The one time they decided to do it, they robbed the ball, played the ball through to Lewandowski. Lewandowski goes clean through, or shall I say the ball gets played through. The defender then pulls Lewandowski, holding on to him, but Lewandowski's also holding on to him. But the problem is, though, is that the defender for Mexico does a slide challenge and doesn't get any of the ball. When you look at it in real time, first thing, you think, oh, no, it's like they're both going at it, which they were. But at the same time, when you look at it, you look at the challenge, it was a penalty. So I'm thinking, right, you know what, Lewandowski's going to bury this slide. But then do you want to know what, though? I don't know whether you lot clocked it as well. When Lewandowski stepped up and there was a bit of a wait, I kid you not, my first thought was he looked so nervous. That pressure and that statement that I just said earlier on about him not scoring in a World Cup clearly was getting to him because Lewandowski missed a penalty. That's right, Lewandowski missed. One of the most clinical strikers of his generation still is unable to score at a World Cup. Crazy, huh? Absolute madness. And do you want to know something? Mexico, I have to give them credit because I feel like Mexico played they actually played well. Like, do you know what I mean? Like when you think about the players that they have and the players that Poland have, it kind of is even. It kind of is, but yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like that was there for Lewandowski to kind of like bury the hatchet of those demons of not scoring in the World Cup. And he was just unfortunate. But it was a good game, though. It was a good game. It wasn't the most entertaining game. I think that's because Poland, again, like Poland for me, looked a bit out of sorts. I don't know if it was their formation. I couldn't work out if they was playing 5 at the back, 4 at the back. Zielinski was playing alongside kind of like Lewandowski, but then he was being starved of the ball. But mainly because Mexico, for me, was dominating the game as well. So Poland have a lot to work on. And Lewandowski still gets at least 2 more chances to see if he can to get a go in the World Cup. But last but not least, let's talk about France. France versus Australia. France won this game 4-1, but it wasn't with a little bit of a scare for France because Australia scored first. Oh, hey, big up my centre back and our centre back, Ibu. He started today alongside Upamecano. 10 man there were running it back like it was Leipzig days. You know, they're ones there. But they did concede a goal. Now, the passage of play was actually pretty decent from Australia. It was a ball out to the flank. It was on Lucas Hernandez's side, who unfortunately suffered an injury when the ball was played to him. He seemed like he'd done something to his knee, so hopefully he does recover, but it didn't look good. The ball gets played across goal, and Pavard is just sleeping, fam. Sleeping. I don't know what Pavard was doing, But yeah, France conceded, and I was like, "Wow, we're not gonna have another upset, are we?" But listen, things kind of went back to normal because I thought Australia they actually started off well. They did actually. When I think about it, they had France chasing the ball a bit, and I was quite surprised by their position. But they got the first goal via Rabiot, and then the second goal was by Olivier Giroud, and then Mbappe. And again, the goals were decent. They weren't nothing special. Giroud was a tap in. Rabiot's the same. I think what was Rabiot's? Rabiot was a header. Mbappe's one again was like a free header as well from across from Dembele. Dembele, every time he got the ball, looked dangerous. Even though I wanted to see more of Dembele, I felt like France. I don't know if you guys would agree with this. Put this in the comments. Did you lot feel like there were times when France were trying to appease Mbappe a bit too much by going down his side? But then I also look at it like when Theo Hernandez came on for his brother Lucas, that side was very predominant because Theo Hernandez is a world class left back in my opinion. AC Milan, like he's a world class left back, and him going forward with Mbappe, that's a problem. But I just thought the right hand side was a little bit, lackluster at times, especially when Pavard had the ball, and I felt like he could drive it a bit more. But and could have maybe given a bit more supply to Dembele. But yeah, and then Giroud scores again, and from a header. Listen, Olivier Giroud has equaled Henry's record. I think it's 51 goals now for the France national team. That is an incredible achievement, because you see Olivier Giroud, he will never be the prettiest footballer in the world in terms of some of his technical. In fact, you know what? Let me not even say that actually. Pause. Because his technical ability is actually underrated. What it is, he might not have the same tech as say like a Henry, but you see Giroud, because he's not the most mobile striker. I guess people can look at him a certain way, but you have to give the man props, man. You don't play for Chelsea, AC Milan, Arsenal, and score the amount of goals that he has. Do you know what I'm saying? And you have to give man credit, bro. I think Giroud has done amazing for France, and I think he's very, very, very underrated in today's game. It's kind of mad because Giroud. What is Giroud now? Let me check now quickly, people. I think yeah. So Giroud is 36. That's a mazza. 36 years of age. I didn't even realize that he's 36 years old, man. That's mad. And listen to the goal scoring record, people. In 115 games, he's got 51 goals. That is very, very impressive, man. Giroud's doing his thing. You can't knock that, bruv. You can't. That's quality, in my opinion. So, yeah, man. Big up Giroud. I take it back. The man, he's quality still. He's quality. I can't even say that. Look at the 105 goals for Arsenal in 253 appearances. For Chelsea, he got 39 in 119, and for AC Milan, he's got 23 in 57. This is that's good. I can't even lie, that's good, man. So yeah, man, fair props. But yeah, with France, you kind of knew what was going to happen. I know Australia did start well, but France always, once they scored that goal, you just knew the floodgates were going to open, and that's what happened to France. Oh, sorry, with France. So yeah, there was only going to be one winner. But yeah, man, listen, people, what a day for the World Cup, man. Trust me, like the shock of Saudi Arabia beating Argentina will live with us forever. That game there, crazy. Messi losing to Saudi Arabia, madness. Who would have thought? Crazy, huh? But yeah, Denmark obviously drawing 0-0 with Tunisia, and Poland obviously drawing 0-0 with Mexico, and then obviously France beating Australia 4-1. But yes, people, they have it. That's the World Cup, should I say, roundup show. But yeah, make sure obviously you tune in tomorrow. So obviously there'll be someone else doing it tomorrow. It'll be Drift. It might even be me. You never know. It might be Cal. But yeah, man, we're doing this every day just to make sure you get your World Cup content. And just make sure as well, people, I can't stress it enough, man. Listen, love to you all and the amount of support that you lot give us. And I hope everyone's enjoying the World Cup. But if you could just please like this video and subscribe as well. Trust me, you subscribers, you mean a lot to us. So please subscribe, people, please. But yes, man, it's your boy, man like Matt. I'll see you again for another one. Have a blessed one. Take it easy. Love.